Alright, sure this is recording? Yes it is. Okay, today we're going to be playing, Doki Literature Club. First time I've ever played this. Now I do know the story, do know the secrets and all that, but, I'm just looking forward to playing this game. I didn't even know it was free. I never knew it was even on Steam. I thought it was like a separate whole thing. So, yeah, let's just get started. Okay. Cool. Alright, you know the kind of friend you never meet. I'm sorry for, not doing that. Whatever. But I'm gonna start reading the text now. You know the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but frequently around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Or you know what, I'm not even going to read her text. It's weird. I overslept again. But I call up to you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking of ignoring me. That's me, Jack. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, and I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. That is kind of like me. Whatever you say, Sayori. Cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Jack, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm not sure if it's possible that I did. And one of our main conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's talking about. Sayori likes to worry too much about me, even when I'm perfectly content on getting the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? Now I know you're happy now, but I died to follow you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if that makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise that you try a little? Yeah, I guess I promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised that I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much makes me want to ease her at mind a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at a wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting in there spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're worse than even me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, then you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. It's actually kind of... I didn't think it would be this fun, but... whatever. I'm having a pretty good time. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature at all. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do I care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told you the club yesterday I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or she's if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new club member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Jack, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All the words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. But don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Jack. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Jack. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about you make some tea as well? The other girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so there is one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens up the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! What? Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal speech. A dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs first, and then Monika, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks from her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you know, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places each teacup in front of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Voice cracks as well. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea Tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider it a literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by a Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. I'll make sure to make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club as fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. How many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new? I'm just going to go to 15 minutes and cut the video. Anyway, let's continue. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But to make school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Jack, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I want to quiet myself, half joking. Suki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. No, not much of a reader, I guess. I actually don't read a lot of manga. I have like a little bit of it. Splashing mangas are good. Those are good. But I just like reading normal books. Alright, back to the freaking game. No one cares about my life. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is whatever. It's pretty good. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that people find her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep physiological elements that immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of of your own lack of imagination to completely throw for your loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For some reason, as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. If a story makes me think, it takes me to another world, and then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful in changing the way you look at the world. Only if it's for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Well, what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, do you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? Understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even your deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, I can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzily at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. And the next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us to get us all a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jack? Uncle smiles at me warmly once again. Hold on, there's still one more problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I'd join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare at me back. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Jack, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-handed decision when it's like this? If if writing poems is the price I need to pay, or if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with that, I think we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Jack, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really press the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? That's true. I'm not very good at writing. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Jack, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart in the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day and after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess I'd start to writing a poem tonight. And... well, I think I'm going to write a poem. I'm going to save here. Alright. Wow, that was a long video. 20 minutes long. Thanks for watching. I hope you like that. 'Cause I thought it was pretty fun. I just wanted to see. I just hope you guys like it. And I hope my mic wasn't too loud. Because that would basically ruin everything. So... I just hope it goes well. And thanks for watching. And have a good rest of your day. Bye.